Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Crypto Technical Analysis, episode 20. My name is Adam, I'm the host, and today we're going to go into updating our chart recycler views in order to be more expandable when we want to add more charts. And we'll also add some styles to update, and if we look at our simulator, our bottom chart doesn't have like the the label to say what indicator this is, so we're going to add that too. So alright, between the last episode and this episode, I went through and was trying to think about how can we do this to make it so that it's easily expandable, because in our recycler views we have this chart list adapter, and how it works is basically we can convert like an enumeration type to an integer type, and that's the only way that they have our bind view holder based off of this integer type. That's the only way that it gets passed through. It's an identifier of how each item needs to be laid out. So they have a bunch of different types. So we have our main chart, and we have our bar chart, and we have a line chart. But the line chart, we don't know exactly where it comes from. So this is where we're going to have actual individual ones for our, such as like all of our different charts that we're going to add. So, well, this is where we're going to need to change that. So, and added some to-dos in all the places that needs to happen. So what will happen was we'll have like multiple things in our line chart. Not line chart, but like we'll just change this for right now. So this will be, let's refactor this to type and line chart, and we'll just say like Arun oscillator. And then, so that gets updated in all the places. And so we're going to have other ones too, like private val type line chart Arun up down. This will be like maybe 3. And so in here, this is where we will also have like comma Arun line chart Arun up down. And for this case, we know it's going to be a line chart, and we don't need to change anything else. So it's going to use this line chart view, and so this is all that needs to happen right there. So there isn't any other special things that need to happen right here. But in the other places, like we want to have the line chart Arun up and down, but there's going to be cases where we need to do specific things differently, like Arun oscillator. Well, we want this specific instance for Arun oscillator, but our Arun up and down, we want to have a different label name. So this is where maybe there's like a specific, like when this is view type. It's going to be another view type, or maybe not exactly. Maybe if the view type is equal to oscillator type, do something else if and we'll take the arrow up and down, and so we'll do maybe different things like so this adds in the Arun oscillator, and this will be maybe like Arun up. A rune up indicator. So something like that. And maybe is there any other ones? No, that's the same. Remove graph. I don't know if we need a remove graph, but yeah, so that's kind of how we're going to support the different types of line charts. And this update line graph really is specific to this one. So we need to probably have some kind of specific types of things. So we want to keep this is where it gets a little complex. I think we want to keep one place about all the contextual information about the specific graphs, like the colors and the way we do the technical analysis, so that we have multiple places right now. So maybe we need to abstract that into like one place. I'm trying to think. Because it's right now this kind of information is technical analysis related, so maybe we can just, it's going to be an overlay class. Maybe this is part of it, but we also want to have like chart style information, like all of the colors related to it. So maybe I don't know, because I don't want to have two different places. Because then when we add more things, you have to go update it in two different places, and I think that I'm running into that quite a bit. So we have our updating our line graph, and it passes in our line data, which adds in one line with the colors. But that's a filled line. Line data, that's all data being returned. No, that's created in. So we pass in the data, we pass in the string, which is just one line. Maybe this needs to be updated to support multiple, like an array list of entries. So you loop through and add in, and like, let's see. So the important things here we need are the line data. It's how it wants to be displayed, like filled, colors, maybe dots, dotted line, the label, so those are like the important pieces. So maybe we can create a class. Line style, line graph style. We want to create a kind of like a data class, so I think we have that in our technical analysis. Data class, data class, and it'll have like our line data, and this will be entry. Var, and either the label, line label, which will be a string, like that. Var, and different options, I think. So this will be data. I create another class called line style, which will be var filled, a boolean, filled, color. What other items do we think we want? So it's kind of like all those pieces right there. So we're gonna what other things? Do we ever want to draw the values? Okay, boolean. So this is var draw values. Say line axis, our line axis, axis dependency, maybe text size. Okay, didn't like display, var display, text. Boolean, var display text size or text size. So these are all the pieces that I think that would be necessary to help with the line style. I feel like there's a one way that we had like dotted lines. The parabolic SAR. Oh, it's a scattered dots. So we can leave that there. That's a little bit different. So I think this is probably good. the chart line style. I think this is really good actually. This is going to make things a little bit cleaner on how when we do our when we want to update our things. So we have our line style, and we have our line data and our line label string. We maybe even want to just change this and add it to the line style string, and then this can be like var line style. Like that. And then graph style will be so we can, I wonder how many places there are there, but we want to change this to be removed, and we want to have line graph style. All line graph style. All line graph style, which means we want to have an array list of line graph styles. So that means we need to go through for line graph style in all line graph style, and here is where we're going to update an add line field to one that supports our different style. So it's going to be another one, and it's just going to be add one line, and it's going to be our let's see, the idea so just line style, which has all the pieces in it that it needs, the ticks, and then the line style, and that's the output right there. So line style will have line style dot label, line label, and text size. Oh, it looks like text color. We don't have text color, so text size. Oh, display text size, and var text. Whoops. Var text color. Like that. Alright, so text color. Oh, is a different found color dot int to int argb, maybe. Hopefully that works. Maybe not. We don't want that then. Int. highlight color. I'm not really sure what highlighted indicators do. So I'm going to do some search. MP Android charts highlight indicators. What is this actually? Yeah, I'm not sure. We can kind of leave this out for now. So set draw values will be line style dot draw values. And then this will be line style dot filled, and then line style color, this would be filled color, let's change this to an int. I'm not really sure what that color is for. Maybe that's just line color. Just go to the line style. Var line color. Int. Line style. Dot line color. And our dependency, line style dot access dependency. Alright, and then we'll do add line, add one line, and it will just be pass this in here, and this will be graph style, and then this also will be dot data and line style. We don't need the colors or text size, I believe. Oh, not one filled line, it's going to be add one line. Like that. There we go. So this should be more genericized. Now we just got to update on the overlay adapter to support this. Maybe somewhere. Update line graph. Oop, not the overlay adapter, chart list adapter. Update line graph. So this is going to need, so it's going to define all of our pieces that it's needed. So we have all line graph styles we need to define. So var var line graph style, and we'll add that in, and that add, and then we will do line graph style, and this will be our data. Copy data, and then this will be line style, and then this is the line label, so it's going to be this Arun oscillator, comma, color. So this is where we're going to be putting a little bit of our colors in here and defining our colors. That's okay. Line color. Might have deleted it on the other side, I think. Yeah, it was here. Let's look at what I had. History. Show history. Here we go. Copy that. Okay, so this one is, now we are in our comment that out. So our line styles has our line label, and then this is our color, our, I think, line color. Line label. What else is in the, so just gonna print that, cancel, and just gonna comment this out. So we have whether it's filled, so we have our line label, line color. Filled will be, filled is true, and then filled color, whoops, comma, filled color will be this right here. Let's go to that, and maybe we can do a default of like 0. Defaults 0, filled is false. So we just fill in the pieces that we need. Draw values is false. And right. Text size is 10. Oh, display text true. No, false. And 10F. And text color 0. So then really we care about the pieces, so like we want to fill this and we update that color. So these are the pieces. Is there anything else that needs to be filled in? Okay, we need to initialize it like that. I think that we need to initialize it. Whoops. It's right there, it should be defined. No. Well, we'll ignore that for right now. But I think this should be the pieces that we need. For this chart style. We'll comment out the other ones for right now. So variable must be initialized. I think array list. Let's see where all the array lists are. Oops. Equals, okay, all right. Equals array list, like that. Bam. There we go. We add to the online graph style, and then we want to add in this, like all line graph style, like that. So we added that, which actually means we can extract that out into right here, because we are initializing it, and depending on which type of chart we have, we're going to be adding in our oscillator, and then maybe for here we can add in the two pieces. So we'll delete this, and it will be a rune up, and it will not be filled. And our line color could be maybe, I forget what the up color is. Let's go to our technical analysis and look at our indicators. Cancel. A rune up indicator. Okay, let's look at this link. Rune up is green. Green. I'm not sure what color green we want. Maybe, yeah, that color green will be fine. A rune up green, and then we can do another one with rune down and red. Down, red, and so we want to change the data to a rune up and a rune. I'm misspelling all of these ones. Let's go to where this is and update these. They should not have two R's. So refactor, rename. But two O's. Refactor, rename. Whoops, don't want to delete that. Our rune, two O's. Refactor, rename. Okay, cool. We can close that down. So I think we have added in our two pieces, a rune oscillator, a rune up and down, but really this is not going to be used right now because we haven't added it in all the other places. So we update the line graph, and we also, there was something in here we want to do. Line chart defaults. We want to add in the legend true. So, all right. Okay, so this is good. Let's run it and see what happens if it works. I think I've added in probably not all the places, but let's see. What are the other places? I think we can delete that. Oh yeah, we need to add in the other charts too. Oh, we gotta add in the legend text color. Let's so we also need to add in our linked gesture for the other linked gesture, and that would be a rune chart, and this would be line chart. Okay, all right, cool. Cool, I think we got that probably. Because this, if you can see on the oscillator or the simulator, it doesn't link the gesture because of this, because we didn't add it part of here. So let's go to chart style, change the legend. Let's look at, see where we have legend text. Text color white. Maybe we can add legend text defaults. Legend text, legend defaults. Well, they're all different. It's relatively different. You basically just copy this. Bar charts, overlay, not that. Line chart defaults. And then legend text. Okay, let's try that out. Somewhere is there an error? Delete that, yeah. Okay, there we go. I think we copied over those. It's not clean, but yeah. Okay. What's going on? Now we're getting mislinked. Okay, there we go. What's going on? Sometimes they get stuck. They get a little misaligned. I wonder why that happens. Yeah, well, I'm not sure why they get misaligned. They kind of get off track sometimes, but it seems like sometimes they kind of get back on track themselves. So let's try to add in the Ikimiku cloud, and does it move things over? Yes, it does, but it also messes that guy up. Let's remove it and see what happens. Whoops, what the heck did I do? Whoops. Yeah. Leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. A crying dove may never fly. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Alright, well, I think, relay adapter, we don't need to look at that. I think that we have probably added in the pieces for our to hooks in to be able to handle multiple ones, like our line chart, a rune up and down. So it's actually refactor. Rename that because we're missing a T. Of course, I made it uncapitalized. And let's do the conversion. I think we can delete this. And chart data dot chart type dot Arun. Okay, they don't have one yet. Let's add one. Arun up down chart. Alright, Arun up down chart. Type Arun up down. Okay, so now we want to attempt to add in our rune up down chart. So all the places where we have this, we're going to find and use them. This is where I was talking about we want to be smart in how we add our items. So maybe this is, I'm not sure if we, what do we need to do here? Do we want to try to add one? Maybe we'll add another one. So let's go to our to-do class, make the new graphs generic and expandable. I think we made it better on the chart list adapter, but we still haven't made it more generic. So let's actually do that since we put it on the list of things to do. And so, not that one, we want to look at So chart list, I want to look at all the places in our chart list. Maybe this is, if it's empty, then we just do dot size. Change that to size. So that one's okay, but then now we come down to indexing, and how do we know where it is? I think maybe we just want to loop through the chart list, and if we find the main chart, we update its status to loading. So it's an array list. Where's chart list used? List chart adapter. I think it's available here. I don't know why we access it. Do we even use that list? Yeah, we do. Chart list. When we remove, I think this is something I need to Google, it really is. In Kotlin, or really how an array list works, when you delete something, do things get shifted? So maybe it's remove item. With that index. Yeah, I think so. So this is where we need to, like, say chart list update data, update status. So here they'll probably need a function. Not on create. Private fun update chart status. and this will be chart type. Chart status, and then chart type. Val chart status. Var. Val and function parameters not allowed. Okay. Chart status type. Type is chart. Data dot chart type. And then the so this is data for charts, chart in chart data, or charts data dot chart list. Chart dot type equals type. Oh, so if the chart is the same, then we want to say chart dot status equals status, like that. I think that will do it. Update chart status, which would be chart status and chart. So you can just do see if that does it. So comment those guys out, see if that does it. Chart list, loading, main chart. Failed. Main chart. Updating this chart status. Hopefully this works. Same thing here. Whoops. I have a feeling that might not exactly work, but worth a shot. I think we can get close. Oops. All right. Getting close. Comment these guys out. Chart list. Okay. Alright, let's try it out. Moment of truth. Alright. Let's remove our cloud. Let's add in the Arun oscillator. So that looks like that's good. There's all didn't get, kind of got lost its link there. Let's remove the volume bars. Okay. Whoops. Let's see. Ah. Yep, removing didn't really work there, did it? Yeah, so here now we want to update with the correct stuff. Like chart status. The chart status, we had that. Was it in here? Chart list adapter? No, it was main activity. Chart status. And we want it to be public. And then was it overlay adapters? Yes. Main activity. Update chart status. Is it, why did it? That's exactly what I want. Overlay adapter, main activity. Maybe can't use any of the functions. We lost our music. There we go. For now, I'm just going to copy this over here. And there we go. Update chart status. This is going to be update chart volume chart. Same here, update chart and the rune chart. And this will be update overlays, main chart. Oops. Remove that period. See if there's any other ones. Find. Any other ones? Yep. Update overlays. Update overlay. Quite a few of these guys. That's probably for every one of those checkboxes. That's okay. And then now we just gotta do the adding and removing. Adding is fine. Removing is not the greatest. So we can probably do something like this, but like remove chart, item, and then we can pass in the chart kind, I guess. Chart type. I think we know the chart type. So we'll just pass in the chart type. Remove chart. Maybe that will work. I don't know. Okay, so for here we know that this is our like volume chart. And here this is a rune oscillator chart. Okay, look at that. We need to refactor that. Name a rune. Okay. Alright, so let's comment that out and let's run it and see if that helps. I'm violating a lot of, I would say, software engineering principles and using globals and with the whole remove chart item like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if this will work, but definitely this whole global with chart list, yeah, it's super nasty ugly. Okay. A rune oscillator, that added. That looks good. Let's add the volume bars. Does it add to the bottom? It does add to the bottom. And what if we remove the rune oscillator? Ooh, crash. Remove chart item and overlay adapter. Maybe this will be like item to remove. This is chart data. Bar chart. Chart to remove. Chart, and maybe like that. Maybe this is index. Remove at. Maybe that will work. I don't know. Remove at index. Got the volume bars there. Volume bar remove, a rune oscillator that's added, then we add volume bars, let's remove a rune oscillator. Nice. Okay, I think we have it so that it's now easily expandable. Yeah, alright, so I think now it's easily expandable, and we can, I say we could claim that one done. Done 5/18/2018. Alright, so I think the next thing on the docket would be to add in the room up and down chart. And so let's see if we can show what that looks like real quick. Let me put the full screen on. So that's this green and red line. It shouldn't be too bad. So like green, red line. And so it's very similar to what we have in our rune oscillator. It's just kind of combined. So maybe there's a rune nope, a rune oscillator. But yeah, so we'll add that into next. But alright, all. I think we made some pretty good progress today, and then we will get back at it tomorrow. Until next time, thank you all for joining, and signing out.